I think we have one more witness that just signed up. Chair calls Kristoffer Celera. Yes, sir. So if you'd help us out here, have you been here for the whole morning?
Not the whole morning. I didn't know there was an extension until.
State your name for the record, who you represent, and your position on the bill. If you could, anything you could add,
yes,
just
sir,
to help us out here.
Yes.
Go ahead.
My name is Kristoffer Ian Segi Celera. I'm a U.S. Marine Corps veteran, and I support HB 2701.
Okay.
Before I began, I didn't want anyone to get the wrong impression of me. I never deployed. I never seen combat. I didn't even serve in the Marine Corps that long. I served 1 year and 3 months and some change before I was discharged for bipolar disorder. And just as brief as my military career was also my brief stay at a veteran homeless shelter. I only spent 1 day at the shelter, but I met veterans of Operation Enduring Freedom, Operation Iraqi Freedom, even one from the first Gulf War, all forgotten in a rundown shelter after all the patriotic parades, the photo ops, and empty platitudes and empty your suits. This is the future of our brothers and sisters in arms. They're okay. The scars they carry, they will never forget them. I do not like bringing up my veteran past because it's almost always followed by the second most awkward phrase, thank you for your service. The first being, thank you for defending our freedom. I don't feel like I've done much in the way of service, and I do not feel like defending any of the freedoms which we refuse to exercise. Another thing about my background is I'm a naturalized citizen. My parents and I, we immigrated from the Philippines. My father served in the Army. That's why we eventually resided in Fort Hood and the Clean area, District 54, Dr. Brad Buckley. I went to high school with your daughter. Yes, sir. And my grandpappy, he fought as a Philippine resistance fighter in World War II. There is a great myth about America back in the Philippines where we visit, to where the bastion of freedom, where we exercise our civic duty, where civilian leadership supersedes that of military authority. That is a precious freedom we do not have in the Philippines. But we can change this by passing HB 2701 to demand a formal declaration of war by Congress before deploying any of our service members to foreign shores. And if Washington bureaucrats cannot afford us this basic level of respect, they do not deserve the blood price paid by the sons and daughters of Texas. I agree with Representative Holt's earlier point that we cannot always stop the drums of war, that there's always going to be some way that someone's going to, if they want a war, they'll send us to it. But at the very least, we here right now can safeguard our men and women from marching towards the future where they become forgotten, with flickering fluorescent lights, broken down towers. I don't need to describe you what a rundown homeless shelter looks like. And this is why damaged goods with one ribbon are here. This is why you, our representatives and trusted leadership, are here. We can make this happen. We can defend Texas. We can defend the Guard. Semper Fi.
Don't go away.
Thank you. Just a second.
Oh, yes,
Mr. Holt.
Thank you. I feel like I'm talking a lot on this bill, but I have to say something to you. Did you sign a contract to join the United States Marine Corps?
Yes, sir.
Were you willing to give your life in defense of our nation, our way of life?
Yes, sir.
Then I'm respectfully telling you to quit demeaning your 1.5 years of service to yourself. You were willing to give your life in defense of our country, and that's just as important as going. So stop doing that to yourself. You're a great human being for volunteering to do what you did. And the reasons you got discharged from the military, I've had to discharge people from the military as a commander, were through no ill will or control of your own. And so I'm going to say thank you for your service. That 1.5 years matters. The fact that you signed that contract and you were willing to die for this country, I thank you for that.
Thank you, Representative. Thank you very much for coming today. And thank you for everything you've done for our country.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, women.
Thank you.